Since it was first rumored that Toyota and Subaru may be building a back-to-basics rear-wheel drive sports coupe, the internet exploded with interest. Build-up for this car was huge. But like Public Enemy said, don't believe the hype, because as Flava Flav knows with his restaurant business, things don't always go as planned. Could this lightweight sports car really deliver on all its promises? Safe to say, we at AutoGuide were more than impressed by the vehicle. It won our inaugural Car of the Year award, and one of our editors even bought one for himself. But like I said at the start, it's a year later, the honeymoon's over, and it's time to see this car for what it really is. Alright, let's start with things I like. First and foremost, there's the steering. No other vehicle anywhere near the FRS's price offers more feedback or control than this car does. It is so direct and so accurate, it makes even the most boring drive fun. And then there's the chassis. It's not exactly balanced or neutral, but it's set up to hang the tail out at any time. It's like drifts on demand with this car, which is just way too much fun. I also like the tires. Yes, the Prius tires. Why? Because they don't provide too much grip, and it allows this car to slide around, which is half the fun of the FRS. The front seats are also great. They're perfectly designed for a skinny person like me and hold me in place during aggressive cornering. The only downside is, they're not that comfortable during long distance driving. Okay, so things I don't like. Let's start with this 2-liter engine. It sounds like it belongs in a tractor, and with only 200 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque, it's underpowered for a nearly 2,800 pound sports coupe. This car could really use a little boost under the hood. The upside is this car is averaging 29 miles per gallon, which is not bad in a dedicated sports car. The interior also isn't all that great. The fit and finish is just okay, and although all the simple controls are easy enough to use, it could really use a shot of style in here. It looks really dated. And while I'm at it, the sight lines for the over-your-shoulder blind spots are horrible. It's a good thing the rear seats fold so flat because they're pretty useless for passengers. When they are down, this car becomes a fairly practical 2-seater with a ton of cargo space. As Scion always says, it can take 4 race tires. With the exterior, I really only have one issue, and that has to do with the back end. The exhaust cutouts are way too large for the tiny little exhaust tips that Scion has put in there. Either make the cutout smaller or make the tips far larger. And while you're at it, how about a little more sound out of the back end? The FRS really is all it was cracked up to be. Sure, it has its faults, but what do you expect in a vehicle that costs this little? It's not a super sports car ready to trade paint with the likes of Corvettes, GTRs, or 911s. No, this vehicle is a budget fun machine. It is not fast, but highly entertaining. I dare you to take one on a track, beat on it all day, and not come away with a foolish grin on your face. Safe to say, this car lives up to the hype.